Welcome in to Live at Liberty. In this episode, we're going to give you the birthdays, anniversaries, the Liberty Sports Report. We're going to talk about all the great things happening at Liberty. We're going to celebrate an incredible thing that happened during Thanksgiving week. We're also going to have give out some turkey awards to the staff. There are some really funny Thanksgiving fails that happened in our staff families. I think that you will enjoy hearing about. And then we're going to pull Scott in here and kind of get some pointers on how to deal with depression during the holidays. A lot of people have some hard things going on in their heart and mind during what an otherwise joyful season. So how do you navigate sometimes that depression that happens during this time of year for some people? So stay tuned for that. So let me say this before we get into the birthdays and anniversaries. I do want to say Shannon and I missed you on Sunday. Chrismon is one of our favorite services of the year. But we made kind of a last-minute decision on a really busy weekend for Thanksgiving for us. On Thanksgiving Day, we had about 35 or 40 of our family over at our house for Thanksgiving, which was great. Then we went to Marietta on Friday to celebrate Thanksgiving with Morgan, Cameron, and Lily, Evan. And I had a great time down there. And then on Saturday, we moved my daughter Kylie up to Gallatin, Tennessee, right outside of Nashville, where she's going to be establishing life now. And we just made kind of a last-minute decision to stay overnight with her, go to the new church that she'll be attending, probably serving in. And so we're really excited to be able to just kind of get a day there to get her going, get her established, and kind of love on our family over the weekend. So we missed you, but we're glad to be back. And you'll see Shannon and I on Wednesday nights. We kind of start up our Wednesday night classes again, and you'll for sure see us on Sunday, Lord willing. But let's talk about some birthdays and anniversaries before we get into the turkey awards and how to handle depression during the holidays. So apparently in December, everybody was born on like 2 or 3 days. There's a lot of common birthdays in December. So let's talk about all the December 3rd birthdays. Here we go. Amy Harrington, my cousin, is her birthday's on the 3rd. David Neal, greatest guitar player of all time, is on the 3rd. Caitlin Pendergrass, another cousin of mine on the other side of the family, her birthday is on the 3rd. Mark Reynolds, not a cousin of mine, but a neighbor. Happy birthday to you, Mark Reynolds, also on the 3rd. And Devin Smith on December the 3rd as well. And then on the 6th, we have Dawn Shady, Ivan Eidson, and Jack Eidson. They no longer attend our church because they've moved to Atlanta. But, hey, Eidson family, you're still getting a shout-out because you're on the list. And I hope you guys are doing well, getting life going down in Atlanta. We miss you guys and hope to see you back up this way soon. Mike Haley is also on the 6th. And, Mike Haley, man, you talk about a guy that just gets around here and serves. He is a yes man all the time, and you don't even know all the things he's doing. Boy, we love and appreciate Mike Haley. So give him a happy birthday. Maybe somebody put a cupcake on the organ before Sunday. So Shay Abraham is also on the 6th, and then Eileen Robbins on the 8th, and Esley Vineyard on the 8th as well. And then happy anniversary to Ronnie and Angie Jones, 49 years. That they're celebrating 49 years this year, and I know they'll make a Disney trip out of that. So way to go, guys. So let's talk about the Liberty Sports Report. Let's talk about some fantasy football. Hey, my nemesis in fantasy football is Will Korn. I can never beat him, but I finally did this week. And taking that win gives me the 7th spot in Liberty League A. We got one more week to go in the regular season to kind of hash things out. And here's where it gets really, really interesting. It comes down to Carl Koneman's Cone Dogs and Hunter Shady's Slim Pickens. Each of them can get a win or get a little help or somebody else lose, and they will clinch that final, the 8th valuable, very valuable playoff spot for the regular season. So they'll hash that out next week. But we do have one spot that is clinched, and that is Kevin Garner is our last place finisher in Liberty League A, and he's eating waffles. So, man, Kevin, we'll make your appointment at the Waffle House very, very soon. And then Liberty League B gets really interesting because it comes down to Manchester United, that's Tyler Tipton's team, I'm Eating Waffles, that's Daniel Zabko's team, and FSU 1-1, I think that's David Smith's team. Each of the three of them, with a win or a loss by somebody else, they will either get a playoff spot or an appointment at the Waffle House. So they it comes down to some important games next week in Liberty League B. And then let's talk about some real football. Man, the Turkey Bowl. That's not fantasy football. That's real football. We played the Turkey Bowl on the Sunday before Thanksgiving, and it was the largest participation and crowd we've ever had. We had over 70 people participate in the Turkey Bowl. Let me tell you some things that happened, some highlights from that. Keela Young was the MVP of the women's game, and it basically came down to nobody could catch her. She's just way too fast. And then when I asked the question, the scoreboard was cut off because they're doing some construction out there at Christian Heritage, so we couldn't put the scores up there. So I asked the ladies, hey, who won the ladies' game? And here's what I was told: we're all winners. So, okay, great. So y'all all won, and nobody got hurt. So I guess that is a win. And then it came down to, in the men's tournament, it came down to Bryson Williams. He coached the black team. Liberty Black is the winners of the Turkey Bowl. So they took home the trophy, and hey, Bryson, you better take good care of that because the rest of us are coming up for it next year. So, man, it was a really good day, and, man, just perfect weather. So thank you to everybody who was a part of the Turkey Bowl. Man, I was sore for a couple of days, but I had a whole lot of fun, and I heard a lot of people kind of a couple of days later saying kind of the same things. Man, I'm sore, but it was a great time. So let's talk about some bowling. Liberty won bowled Church of Christ Omega, and get out the brooms because they got a sweep 4-0 against Central Church Christ Omega. Way to go, Liberty 1. Liberty 2 also got a win. They went 3-1 against Temple. So Liberty 1 is now 12-12 for the quarter. Liberty 2 is 10-14, so they're right there in the thick of things. And then 10th frame Travis Glenn led the way in scoring with a 201 and a 209. And Father Gary Abraham, he got a 175. So way to go, guys, on that. So let's talk about some announcements and things going on at Liberty. Man, Thanksgiving week. There were a lot of things happening, but I want to pull 3 events together and let you know, just, man, by you serving and supporting what we're doing here at Liberty, here's what happened Thanksgiving week. Let's start the Sunday before Thanksgiving, where at Liberty Spring Place, man, we so appreciate Mark and Tammy and their leadership out there and everybody who volunteered out there. They served 100 meals on the Sunday before Thanksgiving at Liberty Spring Place. And then on Tuesday, we gave out 150 bags of groceries for people in our community. And, man, you talk about kind of undershooting what might happen there. I was laughing with Scott kind of at the end of the event. I said, man, I was trying for us to get 50 bags to maybe get handed out in an hour. You responded resoundingly as a church. We had over 150 bags. The giveaway was supposed to start at 10 a.m., but we had cars snaked through the parking lot, 2 by 2, kind of like Noah in the Ark, right, all the way down, and it was at the road about to start becoming a real traffic hazard, so we had to start at like 9:30. There were people already here at 8 waiting in line to get that food, and we handed out 150 bags in about 35 minutes, and a bunch of you showed up to help us that day. We couldn't have done it without you. So much appreciation to our volunteers. It was a great blessing to everybody who came through the line. Man, a bunch of big smiles, a lot of thank yous, a lot of happy Thanksgivings. So that was a great event. And then we had 121 meals served at the Celebrate Recovery Thanksgiving on the Friday after Thanksgiving. So if you put all that together, Thanksgiving week at Liberty, we served 371 meals to our community. That's awesome. Thank you to everyone who helped to provide and to serve in those 3 events. A couple of announcements for you. The Man Church Conference is coming up January 23rd and 24th. The sign-up is still online or on our website or on our app for that, for any of the guys who want to be a part of that. That is it's kind of just a rally for men. Boy, it'll encourage you. I've been 2 or 3 times to this. It's powerful. Music's great. The speakers are incredible. It's just a great time together even for the men who go. Boy, it'll just kind of help you get to know some guys in the church. So I highly recommend it. And this may be a great gift idea for some of the ladies in the church that, man, I want to send my husband, send my teenage son. Y'all go, and maybe you're like, hey, this is a gift for me. Get y'all out of the house for the weekend. So the Man Church Conference is coming up January 23rd, 24th. So get your tickets for that soon. We only have 8 tickets available for that. And then we have a Jingle Jam. The theme is Doc, because that's our children's ministry, the Doc. It's Doc the Halls. That is going to be a Christmas experience big enough for the whole family. I've heard Jody talking about it. I'm excited about it. It really kind of sounds like you're almost like in a game show as a family. It's going to be really cool. So that is going to be on December the 14th from 6 until 7:30. And then Liberty Midweek, we get Wednesday night going again. We had 2 weeks off for Thanksgiving and Deck the Halls, but we're back this week, so remember that. The Man Church group, the ladies group in the auditorium, Connect Student Ministries, Doc Ministries for the kids, and Garden Preschool Ministries all back on Wednesday night. Celebrate Recovery will be back on Thursday night this week in its regular time slot, so remember all that. We also have some Man Church swag. We got some cool hats, some vests, some hoodies. That's another great gift idea. We got a lot of guys. Y'all realize we have about 53 men attending Man Church right now on a regular basis. It has really grown. It's really exciting. And, man, some of the guys are like, man, I like to wear some stuff that have the Man Church logo on it. So that is also on our app and on our website. Some good gift ideas there, hint, hint. And then also, if you're new to Liberty, we have so many new people that are attending the church right now and are asking, hey, how can we become a part of the church? Well, there's 12 videos online or on our app. You watch those videos, and then you attend one of our Liberty Onboard breakfasts. We do these about every 8 weeks, and we have one coming up this Sunday on December the 4th. So if you would like to do that, get on our website or on our app, watch those onboarding videos, sign up for the breakfast. We'd love to see you there. I'll be at the breakfast kind of giving you some extra info about the church and how to connect. Good way to get to know you, good way for you to get to know me. So I'd love to see you at the Liberty Onboard Breakfast. That happens during the 9:30 Life Group Hour up in the Connect space. So if you'd like to be a part of that, I said December the 4th. It's December the 7th. So anyway, let us know that you're coming, and you can get signed up for that. And then our students are headed to the Strength to Stand Conference in Pigeon Forge in January. The signups are going on right now. December 1st is the cutoff to get a $15 discount if you'd like to be a part of that. And then on Sundays, we have a new listening assistance system. If you'll stop by the sound booth and you'll ask the guys, hey, I'd like the listening assist, there's a way they can kind of plug it into your phone. You've got a device you can put right into your ears. And, man, I've heard some good reviews that the service is really, really clear. Heard somebody say the other day for the first time they heard every word that was said on the stage, so it's really good. But we have a way that you can kind of get that. If you just want to download it yourself, bring your own headphones, there's a way to do that is also on our app and on our website, and you can look at that right now. And then the ministry plan for 2026. This is the way we propose to fund our ministries. If we get this amount of money, this is what we're going to do with it. So if you ever want to know, what does the church do when we give? The ministry plan tells you, here's the plan. This is what we propose to do. They presented it on Sunday, so that means this week is the week for questions. That means Wednesday night, the budget and finance team will be in the conference room for a couple hours there to answer your questions if you have any. And then on Sunday, we'll just do an up or down vote to adopt or reject or amend the 2026 ministry plan. So that's where we are for that. And then if you would like to know, man, who can I pray for? How can I serve? Who just needs, man, some care right now? Sign up on our app for the Liberty Prayer and Care Group. There's been a lot of people, especially through the holidays when our schedule's different. It was good to kind of see, hey, this person's in the hospital, this person's going home, this person needs some prayer. A lot of that kind of stuff was being shared over the Liberty Care and Prayer Group, and it's very beneficial just to feel connected to the congregation. So if you want to join that, send us a request. You just go right there on the group, punch I want to join. We'll approve your request and get you in there, and you can see what's going on. Whew. That's a lot of stuff happening at Liberty. It's an exciting time of the year, and we want you to be a part of all of it. So now let's have some fun with the staff. We're going to bring them in here and hand out some turkey awards, some superlatives for some Thanksgiving fails that happened over the holidays. And I got, the staff doesn't know all the different stories, but I got all the skinny on what's going on. Man, this is some funny stuff. So you stay tuned right here live at Liberty. Well, welcome back to Live at Liberty. Pulled staff in here, and we are going to give out the turkey awards. So these are going to kind of be like superlatives. You remember back in high school, most likely to.
Yeah.
So yesterday I texted everybody and I asked for some good Thanksgiving stories. Boy, y'all came through. These are really, really good. So I'm going to read most likely to, and then y'all guess kind of who you think this is most likely to, and then we'll get an explanation from the culprit, right? So these are really, really good. All right, here we go. Most likely to do CPR on a frozen turkey.
How does that work?
Wow.
We're about to find out. Who y'all think
Isn't
that
it
is?
supposed to be dead, though? I don't understand.
You'll find out in a moment if it worked, right? So, but did CPR on a frozen turkey.
Scott. Levi.
No, Jody.
It is Levi.
Oh.
we need to hear. Why did you do CPR on a frozen turkey?
So I wasn't trying to bring the turkey back to life per se, but Leanne she was cooking the turkey and she decided to spatch cook a turkey. I've never heard of that. She's done it with chickens.
When you sent that, I didn't even know. I've never heard of this.
I'd never heard of it either. She knows how to press buttons. So she goes, "Babe, I need you to be strong for me." I was like, "I can do that. What do you need?" You know. And she's like, "I need you to cut the backbone out of this turkey and then hit it with the CPR move and press down so it spreads out." And so it was still a little bit more frozen than we had anticipated, even though she had it in the fridge for a couple of days before Thanksgiving. So we had to run some water on it and get it nice and thawed / slippery. And then I found the backbone and got that out and had to flip it and
Is there a video?
No, if you saw a picture though, I was probably grimacing like this. I'm like, oh, it's slimy. So I had to press it down, and it's almost like butterflying it so it cooks faster. And it did. It cooked in like 2 hours. So it was and it was not dry. It was delicious and tasty. She injected it with like butter and was putting butter into the skin.
Yeah.
Come on.
I was like, let's get it.
That's good. All right, well, there you go. Well, it didn't come back to life, but hey.
No, but it was delicious.
Did you do like The Office where they did it to Staying Alive? You know,
That's literally what I think about every time I have to do that.
one of my favorite scenes of that whole
You
show.
just got to take your mind to a different place. Stay alive.
Gosh,
Well,
man.
CPR.
What's bad is the same beats per minute is Another One Bites the Dust. So I have to fight. I have to fight my brain not to sing that one instead.
To a frozen turkey. Oh, man. All right. So most likely to hang the Christmas lights backwards.
I didn't know you could do that.
You can.
Austin.
I'm just least likely to hang Christmas lights, period, man.
Y'all
I'll
aren't
take it
gonna
one
believe
step
this.
further. Yeah.
This is you're gonna be surprised.
I think it's you.
I'm going with Jody.
it's Scott.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Mr. Know how to
Mr.
do it all.
Handyman.
Did the Christmas light? Tell that story.
So the Bible says that pride comes before a fall, right? So Stephanie wanted some Christmas lights. We go get the Christmas lights. We come. We're on the way home. We're talking about how we are going to hang these, and then Stephanie's wisdom. She says if you start in the plug at the outlet, you can't go wrong.
Makes sense.
Well, I didn't listen, so I tuned that off and turned it out, and I'm thinking I'm going to start at the porch at the rail, and I'm going to go around all the way back to the other one. And boy, did I make a mistake, because I got to the plug and found out I had the wrong end at the plug.
Yeah.
And I had to take all the lights back down and rehang those. So
how much time did that cost you?
about 2.5 hours.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Did Stephanie heckle you the whole time?
well, no, her words when I broke the Christmas lights out, in her wisdom again, said, if you start at the plug, you can't go wrong. And I'm like, I got this. I got it. Like,
So when you finally got it, did you have that Christmas vacation moment where he goes, "Goo, goo, goo, goo,"
yes.
and then everybody
Yes.
singing? Yeah.
Lights. Like, and I stood back and
That's like the classic men throwing away the instructions and then
Yeah.
doing something terribly.
yeah, I don't what do
Real
I
life.
need instructions for?
Yeah, well, now
Well.
we know. Apparently, you need instructions for Christmas lights. All right, here we go. Most likely to go chicken hunting at night.
Melissa,
No doubt. Melissa.
Yeah.
that sounds like something your boys would convince you to do.
Yes. So, was it Monday night? You called and I
Yeah.
said, this is not going to be something that you would do, but you'll find it hilarious because when you called.
tell everybody why you would say. So the reason is I say all the time about Melissa. There's
Yes.
problems that happen in your life that I will never.
never have
You'll
those
never
problems.
call me, and I'll have that problem. And it mainly has to do with donkeys, chickens, ducks, all
Cows,
kinds of
yep.
crazy things that you got going at your house. So
I was winterizing the chicken coops, putting tops on them, new bedding, everything. So apparently I left a door cracked. And so 2 of the hens got out, did not want to come back. So I had to sit out with a flashlight because it was about to be bad weather. So they spent the night outside in the woods, but they're still alive. They came
Oh, they
back.
made it.
They came back the next day. But yeah, Brian called and I was sitting out in the Polaris waiting on chickens and with a flashlight. Yeah, a problem that he'll never have.
yeah, you're never going to call my house and go, "Hey, Shannon's not here. She's out in the backyard looking for
Yeah.
our chickens." That's
So if
Yeah.
if you call me and I tell you I have a flashlight and it's dark and I'm looking for chickens, come check on me.
it's not good.
It's not good.
All right.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Most likely to eat so much, I made my. Let me say it. I ate so much, I made my spouse sick. Most likely to eat so much, I made my spouse sick.
Are we allowed to pick you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I just didn't know if we got to.
Kind
still
of,
going-
I'm kind of offended.
No, I was going with Austin. But since, no, I just didn't know that we were allowed to pick you. But
Everybody
I was
kinda
going
looks
with
at me like,
Austin.
yeah.
She's looking at you like, yeah.
Like you put on 5 over Thanksgiving. Yeah.
No, I am going with Austin.
It's the camera
was
makes me look
like-
bigger.
Okay. Clarifying.
It is me. Yeah. And it wasn't just like food in general. So Val made this chocolate delight thing. It's another thing you're probably going to want me to bring in. Or,
Here we go with the
We're-
desserts. I
yeah,
mean,
we're
it's like
piling up the food.
and here there's a bit of an irony to this story too. So last Thanksgiving, my father-in-law, I love him to death, but man, when you put a dessert in front of him, he laps it up like a dog. To the point that you're going to have to go outside, and he doesn't know his limit, so he'll eat until he makes himself sick.
Okay.
And then you're sick watching him. So I made the comment, I was like, Tom, she made the chocolate delight again this year, but you can't do what you did last year. And then I ended up being the one that just kept going back. And Val's like, I'm going to cut you off. And so I think my pants fit a little tighter there for a few days. It's gone now because I just did my black coffee fast,
Welcome,
okay.
welcome to the club, brother.
which is just my normal
So
diet.
chocolate delight, is that like it's kind of like a pie thing?
It's like in a tray. I'm going to describe this the best I can. 'cause
Okay.
I do better at just consuming rather than,
It was just a
cooking.
blur when he looked at it.
Yeah. So it's got like this pecan butter crust base thing. And then you put like pudding and then
okay.
Cool
Yeah.
Whip and then whipped cream. And it's just so good.
I'm with you. Yeah, that is good. That is really good.
It was
All
me.
right. So you made Val sick.
Yeah. Close to it.
She got tired of watching
I kept
that,
going
right?
back.
That was
Okay.
sweet, though.
Here's a wild one. And this is also going to be a problem you'll never hear at the Branham house. Most likely to burn the snails.
Jody. That's
Everybody
Jody. That's
Jody.
Jody.
I told you to change it.
I'm not going to change that. You made it in a very proper way. I brought out just what it is. All right.
my
So
goodness.
explain this to everybody.
No, so on Friday, my aunt came up and my from down in Zebulon, and then my cousins were flying in from California, and so everybody was together, and my aunt just kept cooking because she had so many people in her house and she just felt like she needed to make everybody's favorite. So she just kept cooking. And then as we sat down, she goes, the snails. And so she ran and she put snails into the oven. Now we're already sitting eating. And she's like, I've got to make them. I've got to make them. Joe's only here for a couple more hours.
Also known as escargot.
Also known as escargot. And we love it. And it's so yummy. And anyway, and so we put it in the oven. We're eating. And then they want to go Black Friday shopping. We've got to get back over to Dalton to help set some stuff up. And we forgot that snails were cooking in the oven. So they were gone for a couple hours. We were totally gone. And she called me about 5 hours later and said that they had exploded all over the oven. She has a double oven. And so when she went to cook dinner, there were snails in the top oven. Then that caught on fire because of the grease and all the butter. And she goes, it was snails everywhere. She goes, so now we know what happens when you leave snails cooking for 5 or 6 hours. So we'll have it again for Christmas. But there you go.
Reason number 9,436 that I do not want to eat escargot.
No, I'll bring that. You bring chocolate delight and I'll bring snails. It sounds delicious.
I think she might be able to survive in a foreign country where you eat whatever's there.
It's so good.
We have a slug problem when it rains.
Totally different.
Is it though? It's a snail without a shell.
It's a snail.
It's the same
And I have to
category.
get Val to do something with them. I can't. I can handle spiders. I can handle.
Salt them, man.
That's just cruel. I always think about A Bug's Life where it's like, I
Shouldn't
said
be
no
at your
salt.
house.
You know what I'm talking about?
All those suckers.
That's just cruel and unusual punishment. We at least like put it outside or something, but I can't. So I don't know how. Anyway,
Would it be worse for a snail, though, to salt it or eat it? Or Jody would salt it and eat it.
Well, yeah, and put it in garlic butter. It's so good. Guys, wait for Christmas. We're having
I think
clams and
she just
oysters
really-
and octopus. Oh,
boy.
so good.
I think you could just put anything in butter and she would eat it.
Oh, for sure. Paula Deen right here. Yes.
Burn the dinner rolls. That could happen at my house. Never will we burn the snails at the Branhams, right? All right, so here we go. Still on the food topic. There's a lot of food topic on this. Most likely to never eat Indian food again.
Right? Is it just process of elimination? Is that you?
No,
Okay, Levi then.
did not submit anything.
I did.
Oh,
I'm on the list.
is it not you?
There's not much that I wouldn't eat. Maybe snails, but no, I'd eat Indian food. It's all good.
Okay.
I have tried Indian food, and if I never eat it again, I'll be good with that. But this is not me.
You'll eat it.
I will never eat it
There
again.
it is. Okay,
It's
I was like,
Melissa.
you're good.
After she chased the chickens, she
So we had Indian
was
curry.
eating Indian
we had
food.
to an
curry
Indian
food.
restaurant.
Wednesday?
How'd you end up there?
Wednesday. No. It was, we had purchased this big Indian curry package stuff to go with some sticky white rice at Costco.
Oh,
It sounds
okay,
good. It sounds
okay.
great. It was not great.
You like Indian food, Austin?
Val makes this thing. Every sentence I start was like Val makes. Well,
Yeah.
it's because she makes a lot of things. What is it? Tiki masala. Oh my gosh! You get it's like a sauce. It's like a tomato-based sauce, right? And then you cook some chicken in a pan, some rice, and then you get the naan bread or naan bread, however you say it. Oh my gosh! It's one of my favorite meals.
Kylie likes all that stuff, but boy, we don't.
There's a lot of things at Costco that you just have to try it to see if you like it. And I've done that and it doesn't work very well. It's like some things are just
You get much beyond Japanese, and I just fall off the cliff. I just yuck. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So here we go. Most likely to be lonely at Pizza Hut.
Oh, that's sad.
oh man.
I need some music.
Yeah. Like I need a violin playing in the background.
I feel
Bye.
like no. I feel like these ones you're like, who's got a huge waistline and can't stop eating? I'm thinking that sounds like me, but I didn't give that story. Who's lonely at Pizza Hut? I'm like, was that me? And I don't remember.
Oh no.
No, it wasn't me.
It was me.
What?
Yeah.
The
So,
one time I don't say
yeah, there you go. So, and here's what I mean by that. So we had all these people over at our house. I fried the turkeys and all this kind of stuff, and kind of the last one to go through the line. So it's not like I didn't eat plenty, because I did. But for some reason on Thanksgiving night, I just got this craving for pizza, and I apparently I don't go out much on Thanksgiving. So after I took my mom back to her place, I was like, there's got to be a pizza place open. There's no pizza places open on Thanksgiving night or grocery stores.
Yes.
So, man, we went all over town, and it's all closed. But used to, things would be open on Thanksgiving night.
Yeah.
Especially for like Black Friday prep.
Yeah.
People,
Denny's.
But even if we'd have
Yeah,
gone
good
into
call.
Walmart and got a pizza crust, not even Walmart is open
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving night. So, which I guess is good
That is-
because
yeah.
everybody
That's
gets to go home.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, I was driving around trying to find pizza on Thanksgiving night, and you can't find it. So, next year, I don't
I
know.
say note to self, have a frozen pizza ready.
Yeah, we'll get one the day before and have it in the fridge. So, all right, here we go. Last one. Most likely to dent my truck.
Ooh.
Is Shannon, are we allowed to pick Shannon? She's not here.
No.
I don't think Shannon
think-
owns a truck.
Yeah, she's only driven my truck one time.
Yeah.
So someone in this room hit your truck? Why do you
Are
look
you
guilty,
s-
Melissa? Melissa, lean forward.
It's not necessarily my
oh,
truck.
I thought it was yours.
The person most likely to dent their truck.
Austin.
I'm going with Scott.
Austin.
So you have a truck, you have a truck, you have a truck.
I'm going with
It's
Austin.
me. It's me. This is not a laughing matter. We're just going to end on a depressing
very
note.
serious.
I was surprised that this one made it.
While I was sick from my chocolate delight. No.
That would have been a better excuse. So it was right before we went on Thanksgiving. I was pulling in when we were giving out the bags that morning, and I was in awe of like how many cars were in the lot, and I misjudged the turn that I've made 1,000 times into this parking lot, and made it early out of my peripheral, and I smacked the stop sign.
Wait, what? Like out here at the
Yeah.
You hit the stop sign?
Yeah. So I dented my passenger fender.
Oh man. Well,
Is the stop sign okay?
Stop! You can't even tell the stop sign was involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
well, hey, I'll give you a shameless plug here. We've got Sam Satterfield's, was it called AAA
Yeah.
Auto Body right here.
Yeah,
So
well.
He
Sam
can
can
hook
say
Might
you
need
up.
a quote. I got one that I didn't like
I
already.
can't tell you how many repairs and paint jobs Sam did on my old truck.
We'll need some paint.
Boy,
so.
yeah. So Sam, we need a call. All right, there you
Yeah.
go. Well, that was fun. Hey, a lot of wild Thanksgiving things going on. We're going to bring Scott back. Depression is an issue during the holidays.
We went from a dented truck to dang.
We're gonna need Austin
You're gonna-
because Austin is depressed. That, like,
I was pretty depressed after I saw the estimate from Toyota to fix the truck. So.
Is that really what you have to talk about?
yeah.
We go from
Hey, listen,
And this is the season finale too, man.
look. We go from driving under the
I think
influence
we
of
do
chocolate
next week.
pie.
Okay,
we got
sorry.
one more next week.
My bad.
Driving under the influence of chocolate delight and hitting a stop sign to depression.
I hadn't had any chocolate delight at this point. It was just
Well-
under the influence of no coffee yet. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
but this
look,
is a rough time for a lot of people. Right? Yeah. So we're gonna talk about ways to combat that.
You-
Scott, I've got Swedish fish downstairs.
over
I'll bring 'em up.
Thanksgiving, you burn the snails, you lose your chickens, you get sick on chocolate delight, you dent your truck, you're lonely at a pizza place. This is what we need to
Yeah.
talk about.
I
I
mean,
feel like
yeah.
our podcast before Thanksgiving was not helpful. I gotta be like grateful
made no
and
progress.
anxiety. Like, okay, let's try this again, Scott. You're in.
Man, what a transition. But we are, right? We are going to talk about some ways people do deal with depression during the holidays. We're going to talk about some biblical ways to kind of sustain yourself, strengthen yourself, and endure this season. So we're going to bring Scott back. So stay tuned to Live at Liberty. All right. Well, welcome back to Live at Liberty. If you're one of those people that deal with depression during the holidays, maybe you just need to watch that last segment, and one you'll realize you're not the only one with problems.
Yeah.
And there's enough funny stories in that probably could cheer you up. But it is a serious issue. A lot of people deal with depression during the holidays.
Yeah.
This is a time. Our Celebrate Recovery ministry. That a lot of people do think that Celebrate Recovery is all kind of about addiction.
Yeah.
But it also helps people with depression. Speak a little bit about that, just kind of the overall how Celebrate Recovery can help with depression.
So, one, depression kind of isolates you, right? Keeps you away from the truth. And so, one of the ways that Celebrate Recovery kind of helps combat that is that when you come into Celebrate Recovery, you have you get accountability partners, you get sponsors and things like that that you can get connected to. And then not only that is that if you've followed any of us on Facebook, we do a lot of Celebrate Recovery. The group does a lot of things together, and so we stay connected in community, knowing that at any moment any of us could be walking through that season of life, and we may have to lean on somebody else's strength.
So, man, you're just making friends.
Yeah.
Big part of that.
Yeah.
And then also, like on Thursday night, just kind of give everybody, you got the meal at 6. So everybody eats a free meal. And then 7 o'clock, you have what's called large group, which is kind of like a worship service. And then there's small groups that meet after that. And, there's obviously chemical dependency, but there's also one for emotional support, right? So speak a little bit about that.
Yeah, so not everybody that comes into Celebrate Recovery is dealing with addiction. We call it hurts, habits, and hangups, and I don't think you can go through life without being hurt, having a habit or a hangup.
That's 100% of us, right?
Yeah,
there.
and so we fit into that category, and man, just to have a place to where you can verbalize that, and not only you verbalize that, but listening to others verbalize that, whatever it is in their life, helps you know that you're not alone, right?
Yeah.
That you're not the only one facing these things. And what you find is in those small groups that you draw strength from other people that have, hey, I've walked through this season of life, and this is what I've saw God do in my life at this moment. And man, it's just a place where you're able to express those things that are in your life, but you're also able to hear other people's struggles, but how God has been faithful through those.
Yeah, there you go. Well, so we got 4 ways to share quickly just how to deal with depression during the holidays. Celebrate Recovery is a good tool to kind of help you. But here's some other ways. One is to bring your burdens to God honestly. Bring your burdens to God honestly. Man, I love 1 Peter 5:7 says, casting all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. And it's something that we actually said on the episode right before Thanksgiving, and we kind of touched on this. Man, the Bible is full of people going through these dark times in their mind and in their heart. This language is in the Bible. So speak to that just a moment, to bring your burdens to the Lord.
Yeah, so God is a big God, and he can, when we have things that are too much for us, God is the safest place to be able to bring those. And Psalms 34:18 says that God is near to the brokenhearted. And so in my brokenness, God is really close to me, even though he feels like that he is so far away. And man, I can, like, over and over in the Psalms, you see where the psalmist is crying out, God, where are you?
Yeah.
Where are you in my trouble? Where are you in these things? But you always see him, he always falls back to the place to where he looks to where God has been faithful in the past.
Yeah, it's good.
And man, I can, even when I feel like that God or nobody is listening or nobody is around, that God is always with me, and I can look back on the things that I've saw him do, and I can find strength to face this moment that I'm going through.
That's good. Yeah. Man, and there's even a psalm in there. He asked several times, why are you so downcast, O my soul?
Yeah.
Where he's literally saying, I know what I feel.
Yeah.
I don't know why I feel what I feel.
Yeah.
But I know what I feel is not right.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that's an important thing for people to acknowledge. We talked about this in Man Church a couple of weeks ago. Even just and boy, as a pastor, I can get into some dark, discouraging places in my own mind. And to have somebody, so Shannon's a great help and support in this, but to be able to look at her sometimes and go, look, I don't know why I'm feeling what I'm feeling, but I know what I'm feeling isn't good, and I know it's not right.
Yeah.
And it just that acknowledgement kind of puts you in a place, even before the Lord, of it hasn't always been this way. Yeah. It's not always going to be this way. But what you just said a moment ago, man, you're in a moment. You're in a season, and God is there near the brokenhearted in this season, and he'll help you. He'll help you. So
even in Genesis, where you see after Adam and Eve sinned and they hid themselves, and God said, where are you?
There you go, yeah.
It's not that they didn't know where they were. God wanted you to know where you were, because Because now if you know where you are, if you
Yeah.
know the way that if you can see that, then we can move towards something good.
Man, that's good.
Yeah.
Just knowing where you are.
Yeah.
Really good. So let's go to number 2. And this kind of brought up a little bit of what you was talking about, the benefit of Celebrate Recovery. But, man, it's just the simple idea of staying connected. Don't isolate yourself, especially in depression. We all want to sit there alone. But that's one of the worst things you can do is to isolate. So talk about that for a moment.
Yeah, so at Celebrate Recovery in the church, we get connected to a life group, get connected to a ministry inside the church where there is community, where you can carry one another's burdens, because I'm not always going to be strong, right? And I may need to lean on somebody else's strength. And so being connected to community where I can, one is Celebrate Recovery, I can be raw and real with people that are walking through some of the same things. And in life groups, you can have prayer. You can be connected to something that is a little more tight knit than just coming to church, and that's why small groups are important. All of those things connecting to a body that you're really doing life with, that you can go, hey, I'm not okay today.
Yeah, it's good, man. So I've been going through Ecclesiastes for a while, and actually in Man Church, first of the year, we're going to be doing a new series called Living on Empty, talking about how unrealistic expectations can absolutely drain you. And Ecclesiastes is just full of dealing with unrealistic expectations. And one of the unrealistic expectations that Ecclesiastes deal with is the idea of, well, I'd be better off just doing it myself.
Yeah.
Because he says in Ecclesiastes 4, 9, and 10, 2 are better than 1. If they fall, one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him who is alone when he falls and has not another to lift him up. And so, man, just be around some people during that time. So number 3, let's talk about this. Look for one thing to thank God for each day.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So kind of these last two kind of get you outside of yourself, right? But he says, 1 Thessalonians 5:18, give thanks in all circumstances. This is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. Why is that so important to just thank God for something today?
Because we're bent towards the negative, right?
Yeah.
We're always seeing what's wrong, but to be intentional about, okay, this may be going on in my life, but I see this as I'm thankful for my church. I'm thankful for the people that God has put in my life. Just little things that you can be thankful for. Yeah. Man, I think about Wes Motley. Man, it's a good thing that he had community and people in his life that whenever you didn't hear from him, somebody went and checked on him, right?
Yeah.
And that's important, to be thankful for the people that are in your life, or thankful for your church, or just small things to be thankful for.
Yeah.
And it realigns you back to a center point, like a compass.
Yeah.
It draws you back to where you need to be.
Man, something I've experienced in kind of those dark mental times, those dark nights of the soul, as they call it, is that you can take a few problems and it becomes really big. Like that's all that there is. And as I was going through Ecclesiastes, he talks a lot about, sometimes there's things in life you just can't change.
Yeah.
You can't control the world, and sometimes it's just a matter of timing. There's a time for everything, right? Yeah. And one of the things he encourages you to do is, man, enjoy your job. Enjoy the day that you're in.
Yeah.
If you're always waiting for something else to happen before you can enjoy it, you're missing out on it. So one of the things I learned is, when you do this one thing, if you can find those things to thank God for, even if it's one or two things, it kind of points your soul in a direction. Well, go enjoy that.
Yeah.
Go enjoy. We're all enjoying our grandson, man. We love being around
absolutely.
him. Yeah, so, boy, giving him a call or getting him on video. Man, Morgan sent us a video the other day of him laughing at their dog. It just, I'm gonna tell you, boy, if I get down, I'm gonna play that video.
It does something to the soul, doesn't it?
But you're like, man, there are some things in life to enjoy. So just look for one thing to thank God for each day, and then here's the last one: is to serve someone.
Yeah,
just go serve somebody. How does that help? So
it takes the focus off of you. And so when I'm serving somebody, it's that I'm not inward focused, but I'm outward focused. And so when I'm serving, I actually get the opportunity to see other people that may be in worse shape than I am.
Yeah.
And it gives me a reason to be thankful for where God has me, even though life isn't really where I want it to be right now, where I'm dealing with some things. But serving people, there's many ways that you can serve at the church. Thursday nights, we serve a meal every Thursday night just to see somebody smile as you dip probably the best meal that they've had all week.
Yeah.
Right. And you're able to help provide that, and just to see the smile on somebody else's face when you're providing something for them, and you don't. I mean, you can serve for a few minutes, or you can serve all night. I mean, it's up to you. It's just the Spring Place campus. An opportunity to serve there.
They're going to be doing a Christmas meal coming up, and they could use some help.
Yeah, and so just ways to give back to people that are, less fortunate, really.
Yeah.
I mean, our community is really broken, and when I feel broken, I can look around and go, hey, I'm not alone, that God is with me, and that in serving the broken, man, I'm being served myself because it does something to my soul.
Man, that day we did the grocery giveaway, I had a lot of tasks on my plate that day, a lot of things I had to get done to get ready for Thanksgiving week and all that kind of stuff. But that was kind of the first thing that was going on. And, man, all I was really doing was directing traffic. Hey, you pull in, stop right here, giving their happy Thanksgiving. I wasn't even handing out the bags. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you, it was like 35 minutes. It went really fast. But it was so energizing for the rest of the day. And it was something I looked back on that whole week and I was like, man, that was awesome. It was just it's such a blessing to do that. So,
there were so many people that came through the line that, it's raining. I'm standing out there with an umbrella, that rolled down their window and thanked me so much. You don't know what a blessing this is to me and my family. And man, that did something to me that I'm just out there holding the umbrella. The church did the work, but I got to be a part of the blessing of people just going, hey, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You don't know how much this means to me and my family. And that did my heart good.
Man, I was going through a tough time one time, and I told one of my friends, I said, I literally feel like, and this is going to sound crazy to say as a pastor and having a family and all that kind of stuff, but I told one of my friends one time, I said, in my mind, I feel like nobody needs me. And he's like, dude, that's, and so then but even in a time of depression, if you can sign up to be a greeter on Sunday, sign up to be a greeter on Thursday, sign up, hey, I'll come take the trash out on the Thursday night meal.
Yeah.
Man, I'll make coffee for a life group. There's so many ways to serve around here. Even if you have something to look forward to, and man, we do need you here at Liberty, right? But hey, I'm a greeter. They're counting on me on Sunday. Yeah. I'm working the parking lot. I'm on the security team. Man, just some really simple but very needful way. We need you, Yeah. That kind of gives you something to look forward to, and boy, that's a good one, man. To serve someone is a big benefit to help when you're going through those dark times. Yeah. So we do know this is a tough season for a lot of people. If you heard something on this list, like, man, I'd like to help with that, or I need to talk to somebody a little more about that, we want to hear from you. But this has been a good episode, a lot of fun, a lot of different things going on, and some really good, helpful content that I hope will be a life changer for you as you go through this season. But we'll see you next week on the final episode of this season of Live at Liberty.